Searching for the answers, looking for the reasons why. Sometimes I try to figure it all out, but I can't make it right. I don't understand it, how to make this thing just clear. Gonna do my best and make some wings to fly away.
Queens of passions and streets, need to eat it, sure as give them free. Hunger is a wall that will never see defeat. Front lines I stand, this is what I preach. Cause if every man took a stand, we can reach around the world hand in hand. Hands I can. It's the plan that let's work people on.
Searching for the answers, everybody looking for the reasons why. Sometimes I try to figure it all out, but I can't make it right. I don't understand it, how to make this thing just stay. Gonna do my best and make some wings to fly away.
Ever since I was a little kid, I love music. This is my tool and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna make it stand and not stand. Gonna make sure that the people get fed. And have a man to lay on. So it's out to pray on. Yes, everyone deserves simple things of life. I tell you one, don't want, I have to tell you twice. My perceptions are here. In this year's the first year, my perceptions are clear. And the awakening creates
Changing the direction, one travel.
Now I would like to say the mic is yours, and of course by turns I want each one of you to say something to the viewers that they are now watching you wrestling with a dream. Each one of you has to tell me about your real passion and dream and what you hope to accomplish.
Well, for me personally, now today, music is my number one. Music, it will always be my number one. And I do this for the passion of the fans, to get that respond back. But the one thing I would like to keep in track, and you guys, the three angels, are making this possible for me to keep my dream of being this music star and still be with wrestling. Because wrestling is still a passion of mine personally. So being able to mix these both up together and it's like I say to Jay, EWA meets EWA. We got you seeing double.
Got you seeing
double.
Got
you seeing double, and being able to share that with everybody and everybody else who's not involved with wrestling, and now bringing them into this other world and them embracing it like they have. That I couldn't ask for anything more, for me personally.
How about you, freak boy?
Well, you know, the term struggling with a dream, it all depends. Like some people, you know, people were raised differently in their lives. And for me personal, struggling with a dream, I didn't have a lot of money growing up, so it's not an easy thing for me. It's always been a struggle. For me, I always had a lot of issues, and I had a little rough upbringing in my life, and what it did is music was a way for me to vent. It was a way for me to be creative. I started drawing back in the day, and it just wasn't enough. And it's an everyday thing. Like I get up in the morning, and that's all I have. Like I can't even keep a normal job, and whoever knows me out there knows I can't keep a normal job. I'm not a normal guy, and I've realized that. I'll never be the 9-to-5 guy. I love to make people excited, and I love that feeling. And the first time I stepped out on a stage at 8 years old at school, and I did a little thing with Vanilla Ice, and I won first place for a little contest, I knew that I finally found a place in my heart that made me feel accepted. I finally felt accepted and comfortable with who I am as a person, and that was my struggle. And ever since that, anything that struggles me around me, I want to put it out in music. So for me, that was a way of staying alive and staying happy, and then, you know, when you grow with people and have good family and friends around you, then it all comes together.
For sure.
Essay?
Honestly, my music career, I was a punk drummer in punk bands and stuff like that. That's what I listened to when I was younger. I mean, I listened to all kinds of different styles of music, but my main influence was punk music, Green Day, stuff like that, Metallica, and NoFX and stuff. And then basically, at Christmas time, my parents bought me my first drum set. Well, actually, I found the drum set The guy wanted $95. I offered him $100. And that's a true story, guys. So I gave him $100. He only wanted 95, but I gave him $100 and got my first drum set. And ever since then, I've been involved 100% in music. It's been about 14, 15 years now. And I wouldn't change it. I got a good family here that supports music and support everything I do, and I'll never, you know. And I gotta thank the Three Angels for giving us this opportunity to shine our dreams.
For sure.
So thanks a lot, guys. Hope to see you guys.
Well, for me, music's fairly new to me. Thanks to my family here, people that know me, they didn't expect me to be a musician, for one. Maybe a little trouble, if anything.
Maybe a little more UFC.
That's not where it went. And
To
me, my number one passion is music, but more important to me, it's my number one love, which is my family, like my biological family, my kids, my wife, and this is my family. And if it wasn't for them, I mean, who knows? And music is a great step for me, and you're going to see us all over. I just want to make it to the top with these guys.
So you would say it's a good way to vent, right?
It definitely
changes lives. Right?
Definitely.
Music,
Well, Three Angels will always be in your corner, guys, and
Thank you.
because we believe in you, like I mentioned before, we believe in your true talent and potential to shine like a true star, you know, and the Hearts fans forever to come.
Excellent.
So, whose turn now?
We got
Hollywood! Let's shine a little.
Hollywood kind of got thrown into the music scene. I was mainly a poet and a published poet. Thank you. And I was trying to share a passion with both my partners here, and got into the wrestling, and that was fine. But it was my husband, my other half, who took one of my poems and sang it, and it was like, oh, maybe I can write something here that can be used or what have you. And then I found a voice. It's a little squeaky mousy voice, but I found it.
Great.
And
Beautiful.
So
I had a great upbringing. I didn't have a hard life. I have a family, a biological family who supports everything I do.
Love you, Bob.
And my Papa Bear is at every show, regardless if it's wrestling or music or, you know, that CD comes out, he's the first to buy it, the poster's there, he's there.
Our clothing
My
line.
mom's there, you know. They were great. They're a great support system, and they are a part of this family as much as they are a part of
You
my
too,
own
Lise.
personal family. Mama Bear too. But I just want a song that anybody can relate to and last forever. That's my goal.
That's a great goal, though.
Don't seem to care as I roll on by. With the mic in my hand and a gleam in my eye. The blinds are red, strategizing the game. Better watch your back, while we checking your mate. Under the radar, we shall overcome. Silence can be deadly like a bullet from a gun. We can have a demon, but I may not be dead. If you didn't get that, then you better press forward.
It's not an easy task.
If you can capture an emotion out of a song and somebody be able to relate to it,
Yes,
you've done your
definitely.
job.
That's
as a
absolutely,
songwriter.
for sure. Absolutely, I agree.
I don't play an instrument, so I can write as much as I do, and Jason is there. He will accompany me in any way, shape, or form because he plays every instrument under the sun.
That's good. That's something we don't know about letter
That's
J.
right. That's right.
We're exploring now, little by little. Hang on.
But yeah, so that's my goal, is to write that one song that anybody will relate to.
We've before we carry on to the important member, young Moses, we're still talking about family. Let's not forget about the Iwa kids.
Yes.
That's right.
So
that are also
please,
part of.
we're talking
of
about
us.
family, and then family means second generation of
That's right.
EWA, so give
we
just a
do
glimpse.
have the Ewok kids, which you, the fans, the viewers, will have an opportunity to get to see them. You will get to meet them also, and they are on our first album. We're working currently on an album for them right now. We've got Little Diva, who's 12. We got Star, who is 11, and we have MC Toad, which is the only boy in the Ewok kids, who is 13. And they're fantastic. They really are. They're learning so much. They learn from us, and they write their own music. Young Moses provides them with some beats, and they get inspired by this. And you know, seeing this younger generation, knowing that what we do after we stop doing and go behind the scenes, it'll be the younger generation that moves up, including guys like Young Moses. You know, Young Moses is one of our youngest adult members, and he's got a big future ahead of him. After we're walking on our walkers, he's still gonna be up there shaking and, you know, making people bounce and stuff.
That's why we would give the microphone now to Young Moses. Let him tell us about his
We're all
wrestling.
old here. You can speak for yourself.
Well, for me personally, being Native American and growing up on a reservation with limited resources, and it's really hard to find something for the youth to do, and what Davey did, and it was actually what I believe in fate. It was kind of fate how everything happened, how I met Davey and how I came into this crew. I wasn't looking for a place to shine. I wasn't looking for a place to make money. I was just looking for a place to make music and hang out with a bunch of great people. And just, I don't know, I mean, like I said, from being on a res with limited resources, there wasn't nothing for me to do, and I literally just woke up one morning and said I want to make a beat. And that's how my career started, basically. I just literally woke up and decided I wanted to make music, and here I am today.
And you're doing great so far.
Better than great.
It was a great first impression too, because I remember being at home and getting a phone call from Rye. He's like, "Yo, man, remember that email that Vinny sent you? He was saying his brother makes beats. Well, he's already here, and we wrote a song, so I'm sending. It's got to be uploaded on our MySpace, so you have to listen to it, because I got to take it down right away." And it was Stand Strong from EWA Volume 1. And I was like, "What just happened, man? Where did this kid come from?"
Yeah.
This music is bomb. Like, I, as an arranger and composer, I'm very, one of my faults is that I'm kind of a perfectionist, and Hollywood lets me know that all the time. Because whenever I record a part, I can go back and record another 140 parts, and I'm not going to get a match. But by the time it's all done, your first part you initially lay down, you can't even hear it anymore, because there's so many other parts over it.
Keep it simple.
But I heard it, and he was able to capture that sound that EWA needed, and that grounded us as a crew. And from that moment on, I really thought we had our identity, musically. Because hip-hop, there's so many different phases of hip-hop and different types of beats that you can use. And most bands are all generically using the same beats for every song. But with us, every song is different. It's a different face of hip-hop music. And Young Mose has helped us achieve that as EWA.
He
And,
completed the
yeah,
say
to
the song.
all the knowledge that we already had,
Yeah.
it was like the ground anchor that he just threw down and grounded our ship.
EWA Elite World Artists is one big variety show. That's what we are, because we all have our certain different aspects. We all have our different styles, but together it explodes into something new.